your boy, Megalodon J. And I said,
Yeah.
hold up, it's October. We're in the middle of that thing. I'm going to keep that thing in the south since it's cooling down out here. We all the way out in GA with my boy, the untamed gorilla, Mr. Guerrilla Locs. How you doing, my brother?
Man, doing good, doing good. Straight down here in the South. You right, man. Doing wonderful.
Uh, had to take it back to GA for them, man. They don't understand what it is in GA, man. Talk to me about it.
I'm playing in GA now.
Man, hey man, I'm telling you, man. So man, check this out. I had to catch up to my boy Guerrilla Locs. He's always showing mad love to everybody in the lock community. So I said, hold on. Let me catch up to my boy Guerrilla Locs so he can give Mr. Guerrilla Locs some love on his lock journey. What's up, Guerrilla Locs? Talk to you, boy. Man, what made
Not
you
much,
start your lock journey, man?
man. Look, a lot of people don't say it, but I will. Man, it was one of them old tap, get out of here, run for your life. And I ran for my life and I said, man, I got to get rid of that old female, whatever, blah blah blah, man. And I just had to change it up, man. I wanted to make a change, man. Just start straight from scratch, man.
So
I just
so
you
when
good,
when you started from scratch, what do you mean by start from scratch? Because see,
man.
a lot of my viewers might not know.
Yeah, I shaved all my hair off, went back bald, rocked it for about a week, started
Ooh.
did the whole wave thing. Once the waves got too long, I was like, continue with the afro. I was thinking about going braids, but I was like, man, I've had braids before, but this time let's try out them dreadlocks, man. Like let's see what this life is about. Like you wanted to always try them, and you know what, this might be your last time with hair, so you better jump on this wagon right now before the wheels fall off. So the journey started.
Man, they're looking nice, man. At first when I first seen them, if I wasn't tuned into your channel, which by the way, this man be killing those intros, man. Y'all gotta make sure y'all tune into Guerrilla Locs channel. I love it. I love it. I love it. So if I hadn't been watching your content, man, I would have thought that those were comb coils, man. So talk to me a little bit about your decision to not go with comb coils or a two-strand twist, and what made you decide to go with just a semi freeform or just regular freeform.
Man, look, the only thing I ever knew about locks was people put them in their hair and boom, couple years later they down to their back. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know anything. I remember just surfing the internet, and at first it was just too low, so I was like, what can I do? And I seen this thing about a brush, and I kept trying with that brush, but my hair wasn't
Oh,
long enough. I just threw the brush out the window and was like, look, man, don't only cut your hair, but I was like, no, I'm gonna stick with it. Then I remember seeing this dude on this video, and he was so hilarious, man, that he did some jail mess, and he was like rubbing his hands in his hair, and he do this little shaking thing, man. I'm pretty sure if anybody ever seen that video, they know what I'm talking about. The dude looked like LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow. And then after that, I found it was this young dude named Dreadhead Millie. This little young boy who, if you watch this video, you can see that the boy grew up on YouTube with dreadlocks, and he did this thing with a sponge, man. I ran out and bought this sponge and sponge forever, and it finally took. And I was like, yo, man, oh man. I took a picture, and everybody was like, cut that mess off your head. Like you look retarded. But I passed all that, and then next thing I know, like I said, we had a journey on the way, man. But there was nothing against cone coils or anything like that. It was just I didn't want to waste somebody's money because I know with construction work, like I'll sweat it out, man. Because a
yeah.
lot of sponge, that's what helped to make me stay on the journey for like that first month or two. Because other than that, nothing else was gonna stick. The two-strand twist, if I would have knew what I knew starting with the sponge, I would have waited till I could have got two-strand twist in my hair to go thicker. But just the way my hair goes with water, man, it'll just take to it. So I probably would have went that route. Lo and behold, if I would have knew about free forming from the jump. That's probably where I would have went, but it's all love, man. I love the way everybody starts the dreads, man. I just love the journeys, man.
So I often see you find all kinds of talent, man, because you know what? You put up a big list one time, and I
Yeah,
looked at that video and I was like, oh my goodness, man, it's like so many people on this list. And so as I was going down the line, and actually, funny story is you bring up this kid, Dreadhead Millie. I
yeah.
think that's does he wear glasses?
I don't know. I've never seen him with glasses. I know he's from Chicago though. I
Okay.
think
I
they're like
think
now
I
he
know
might.
who you're talking about, man.
Yeah, I mean, the bangers, the banger.
Man, like it's so many unique people, man, in the lock community, man. And when I seen that list that you put up, I was like, oh man. I said, yeah, I gotta get with him, man, because he is on top of it. On
Yeah,
top of it, man. Hey, you lock community YouTubers, y'all need to make sure y'all giving this man some love too, because he is definitely giving y'all a lot of love, and y'all are getting a lot of likes and some subs off of this man here, because
uh,
I found some of y'all because of this man. So hey, shout out to Guerrilla Locs. Shout out to
a lot of,
Guerrilla Locs, man.
and I'll take that thanks. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, man, it was just some nights, man, during quarantine, man. It was just like I needed some hope to make it, and I mean, it's easy to find the the big names. You know, they there, man. But
Yeah.
it would be small people who might have had like 2 or 3 subs, and they'd happen to see my video, and you know what I'm saying. I just was like, man, dang, like here I am with like 3 subs, and you coming to me talking about what should I do? Like, okay, well, I went the route and was like, man, it's millions of people out here doing this, and I'm trying to find them all, man. Just trying to find them all.
It's cool,
It's
man,
just
to know that you're doing that type of thing, man, because you know, for people to have a small platform, you know, like myself and you, and others that are on that list, it's like, you know, it takes time, man. Just like your locks, it's a process to try to get people to understand and
yeah.
see your story also. And so as I watched your hair mature, like how many months are you in now?
15. I'm at the precipice of 15. Like we
Okay.
right there. Yeah.
So as I watched your hair lock and mature, man, I was like, man, his hair growing fast, man. And then I was real curious, like, you know, you semi freeform and freeform. Like I'm listening to your story, and I'm looking at your locks, and especially now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that plant growing, man. That plant growing. That plant growing, and what people
The plant
don't
is growing.
understand.
Yeah, we growing definitely, and that's the only thing we doing is growing from here on out, not from here out.
That's all right though, because you know what? One thing about it is it's growing. It's growing.
Yeah,
It's growing. Not only is it growing, you're growing right along with it. And see that's the amazing piece of it, man. It's like it's an amazing journey, man. And so, man, I've been watching your videos, man, and especially your intros, man. Hilarious, man. It'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning, man. I'd be watching your videos cracking up, man. I'd be like, ah, no, he didn't. But
man.
man, I definitely love it. So another thing I want to ask you,
Mhm.
I haven't asked anybody this before. And are you thinking about dyeing your hair at all, or so? What would be your reason why you don't want to dye your hair? I'm just curious.
All right. Well, the dying thing is I've had a lot of friends with dreads or locks, and they call them everything around here. So
Yeah.
around my area. No, nobody gets offended by calling it that. So I try to be real broad when I talk about it. But a lot of them were just so against dyeing them. You know, they were just like for certain other reasons that I'm just not going to say on here because
Of
whatever.
course.
But that's not the reason for me. The main reason is when I watch people's channels. And the more I watch, the one thing they say is they'll flip them dreads up and they'll highlight them in that screen and they show you this stuff and it's just like, man, like you had long, beautiful dreads, and you know what I'm saying. And they just say that, man, I cut them off because I messed up my hair. And a lot of times I don't really see too much of it, but when you live with it, you know what your hair is. And so I'm just nervous of I don't want to lose my hair or you know what I'm saying to any dye. You know, I think it's cool now. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I've
Oh
looked
yeah.
at the colors and been like, ooh, but I'm like, no, I'm just not gonna do it. Maybe, you know, maybe a tip here or there, but I'm like, I'd hate to dye the tip and then I don't like it and then I got to clip that off and grow that back. That's a half a year. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? I'll let the sun do whatever it does to it. We'll call it a day. And besides, I don't even. Another reason also is because I'm going gray, like super gray. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'll get that gray fusion to go up and turn black, and it's cool that way. You know what I'm saying? So I did have one girl when I went to see my sister last week in Atlanta. She was like really digging the gray, and she was like, "Man, it looks like it's gonna do that." And so that put me on 10 right there. I was like, yeah, man. My girl was like, you think it's gonna do that too? And I was like, yeah. And like they ran off in their own conversation over there. And I was like, why don't you grow some locks? So
I've seen a few, people that have gray, but they're a lot older, and
mhm,
man, it definitely looks very, very unique, very,
yeah.
very unique. It looks very, let's say,
I don't know. You ask me, I say debonair. I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie.
yeah, man. It's you jump up in that thing, and it's like the wisdom is just leaking out of the locks, man. It's like so I love it, man. And so look, whenever you're out here researching your hair, like, and you're trying to find different things that works for your hair, and the growing process, what is the thing that worked best for you with doing the searching for that? Because I've tried a lot of things.
I'm gonna tell you, it was the free forming to the semi free forming, listening to them. You know, I got a video coming up soon, and you wait for that intro, but I mean, just really keep your hair clean. You know,
Yeah,
wash it. Um, don't be afraid to wash it. I know a lot of people are just like, man, like, oh, I can't wash my hair for. In the beginning, I was washing my hair. I wasn't worried about no stocking cap. I wasn't worried about a do rag because I was like, I work out in the sun and in the dirt, and what I'm gonna wash my hair and then get it in the do rag and put the do rag back on my head. Like what am I really solving here? But I mean, man, just taking the time, man, to keep my scalp clean. You know what I'm saying? If I had to wash every day, I was washing every day. Um, but the way my hair grows and the way I wanted to have a thick mane, like a big lion's mane, it
yeah.
worked out in my favor. You know, but I would tell everybody, man, just wash your hair, man. Have fun. Like keep washing it, especially if you don't like that party system. You know what I'm saying? If you like
Yeah,
seeing that, that's cool. I mean, it's to each his own. I mean, I I dig the partiness when you have a style in your head. I can
yeah.
totally dig that all day, but I don't know. But even for those people who don't like the unkempt look, I mean, wash it, let them blow up, let them grow ahead and coil. You can always split. You know, you don't have to always split them down to the bottom all every time. You know, don't overdo it and tear your hair up. But I mean, just have fun and listen to people, but don't listen to people. You know, like it's
Okay.
it's it's still gonna be your life. You know what I'm saying? And if you if you just listen to everything everybody say, you're gonna put everything in your hair. You're gonna do everything to your hair, and you probably won't have any hair because there's a lot of stuff that they don't tell you on screen, and you can't always get everything from the people on screen. It's talking to the people who like, man, I ain't getting on YouTube to make no video. You want to know something about dreads? I'll tell you about it. You know, them older people or the people who didn't have 5 or 6 sets of locks while I was growing up. You know, they still run down to me stuff. So because them the real OGs that I really listen to a lot too. So,
Yeah, straight
but
up,
but
straight up.
YouTube definitely for anybody who's in here. you know, that wants to really put it out there, man, and talk that knowledge, man, I support you 100% because it's hard to look at your phone or your camera and act like it's a million people you talking to out there.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you, I don't even wrap my hair up at night, man. This is me at nighttime. I put the hoodie on and that's it, bro. Because it's like, man, I got to a point to where it's like, man, you just want it to be a certain way. I'm like, man, my hair is gonna look exactly how God wanted to
Yep,
look. So I'm just gonna let it do what it do, man. So nah, man,
yep.
I don't put nothing on my hair, man. I definitely understand exactly what you mean. So the next thing I want to ask you, man, I have to ask you. I have to ask you because
Mm,
I
mhm,
know you love the lock community, and so do I. It's a lot of great people out here.
mhm.
What would you say to the lock community if they had to ask Guerrilla Locks, why does Guerrilla Locks love the lock community so much? And why should they grow a set of locks? Talk to me.
Man, man, you dropped a deep one on me there. I should have wrote some
Woo!
notes, but um, man, if it's one thing that I'd have to tell the lock community, man, is just your support and your uploads, everything you talk about out there, it's somebody coming behind you that needs all that love and support, man. Because we all know the first 6 months, actually, you know, a lot of people say, oh, if I can make it through the first 6 months, man, shoot, it's about the first year and a half. Because I've heard a lot of people who actually make it to a year that they cut their hair off because they're like, I made it a year, I did it. Like you told me I couldn't do it, but I think that's a waste of your time to go a whole year and then cut them off. But yeah, man, it's somebody out here that needs that support. And I mean, a reason why you should lock your hair, man, is I mean, why not? I mean,
I
it's
know.
beauty in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to the guys, I don't even mean to sound like just beauty in it, but man, you know what I'm talking about. Man, so somebody say it's king to you in the comment, you kind of feel empowered, don't you? You feel like Wakanda, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just that feeling, man. Like to drop a king or a queen off on somebody, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we royalty, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's without diving into the whole African roots and all that other stuff, but just my king, my queen, man. You know what I'm saying? Take the jump. And it's nothing against anybody out there who's got long hair that's not dreaded, but I think you should.
You just telling them, you know, to embrace their crown that they've already been given, man. I love that, man. That's yeah. My boy Gorilla Locks. So real quick, Gorilla Locks. This my boy, y'all. Shows mad love to the lock community. Big platforms, small platforms. Man, we need to blow Gorilla Locks platform up, man. We need to get him some likes and some subs on that thing, man. So what y'all need to do, I'm gonna put his info down here at the bottom. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and Gorilla Locks, shout your channel out, big dog.
Man, that's Guerrilla Locs, man. You know the channel. If you're looking for a funny intro, come on with it. I promise you, we're giving it to you. But the intro is definitely gonna talk about what it is, man. It's all love out here, no hating. Come on, let's ride, man.
We
It's
gonna
all
ride.
love.
We gonna ride. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for tuning in today, Gorilla Locks. Thank you for coming on with me, my boy. I
Of course,
appreciate
man.
you, man. All the way from
Don't be
Houston, Texas, man. Much love, man.
man. Oh yeah, y'all Houston boys. Look, man. Well, I got friends out there from the military, so much love to Houston, man. I'm about to go swing down right now, man. We about to make go
Ah.
listen to swing down music right now.
Already. Thank you so much, my brother. Hey, y'all stay tuned. Gorilla Locks. Go press the sub. Holla at my boy. We out.